Good morning. It's Monday mornings with Luann and Tim on TV. Hope you had an awesome weekend. It was a busy one.
It was. You sound great.
Thank you.
I'm happy that you're healthy again.
Yes. You know what? I sort of spent the whole weekend sleeping.
You had a terrible cold last week.
Oh boy,
I got a little bit of it from you. I can feel a little scratching in my throat, but I've been taking a lot of care and hydrating and.
And how was your weekend, sir?
Oh, well. Friday, I was supposed to drive to Sudbury, and there was that horrible fatal accident.
Oh my gosh, it took forever.
And it's so sad. But anyway, I didn't do the drive because the highway was closed until very late for that tragedy. So I ended up doing more work around the house.
Oh, good.
Getting ready for the return of Mr. Bowser, and then
because you were scared, weren't you?
I knew I didn't have enough stuff. I went back to finishing painting the deck, staining the deck, instead of driving to Sudbury to pick him up. So,
how's the deck now?
It's still not quite finished yet, but that's okay. It's mostly done.
Yeah.
So then I left at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning rather.
Oh boy,
and
that's
drove
early.
To Sudbury then, and then by the time we loaded all of his stuff up from working, because when Keith works on these movies, as the on-set supervisor for wardrobe and continuity, one of his jobs is to provide things like umbrellas and parkas and coats and blankets and towels.
He's got everything.
And he owns all this stuff, so he gets a kit rental fee. But this is one of the reasons why he gets hired so often, because he has such an extensive kit. But it takes up. We have a trailer that I pull behind the car, and it takes up the entire trailer. He's got bins and rolling bins, and this isn't even everything. A lot of it he left because he's going back to work on Letterkenny in a month.
Wow.
So the company, it's the same production company he works for Letterkenny and Bad Blood. So New Metric Media allows him to keep his stuff, most of his stuff there, but he still brought 6 bins home with him.
My goodness.
And so then we went to Costco.
Yahoo! Got some coffee. Yes.
And we spent about $1,000 at Costco.
Well, it takes just that long.
And then we drove back on the same day. So I drove there at 6 in the morning, and by 6:30 I was back home again with a trailer full of. It wasn't too bad.
Good.
I went to bed, midnight-ish.
Yeah.
And then I woke up, and then yesterday, Sunday, I had a great time down at the Roberta Bondar Pavilion. I emceed the Kids Summer Safety Festival, which is basically Deanna Rector, who runs the Safe Communities Partnership, and she brings together all these different agencies who do all this great work, everything from the firefighters to the police to Nagda-Windaman to the National Ministry of Natural Resources about fire prevention. Smokey the Bear was there.
Oh, wow.
So all of these great agencies, Algoma Public Health talking about sun sense and also about concussions, anything, bicycle safety, anything to do with kids' summer safety. All these agencies came through.
That's so good.
And it was a completely free event, and the kids go around, and at every station that they go to, they have to answer a question. So they learn about what's going on, and then they have to answer a question. If they answer the question correctly, they get a stamp on their passport, and at the end of the event, they put all their passports in, and that becomes a ballot for the draw.
Oh, nice.
And then so we gave away, I think, 5 bicycles and all kinds of gift baskets and sand pails full of toys and stuff for the kids for the summer. So it's a really fun event.
So nice. And what a great day.
It wasn't bad. I mean, we had a little sprinkle, but then the sun came out.
Right.
It was gorgeous.
It was a little cool in the morning.
It was.
Just a touch. Just a little bit, yeah. But you know what? Every once in a while, you just got to put up with the sprinkle.
No, it ended up
wait
being
for
a
it to
lovely
pass. Yep.
Yeah, and then last night, that was a beautiful evening last night.
Gorgeous.
And
gorgeous.
what a day today. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day in Sault Ste. Marie.
Looks like the week's going to be good.
And I have some lovely guests today. I have 2 ladies that I've never met before. And we were just chatting before the show, and I'm so excited for you to meet them. They're from an organization called Helping Hands Sault Ste. Marie, which I was unfamiliar with, but they've been around for several years now. And we're going to hear about this event they have coming up that just sounds like so much fun, and the great work they do in the community.
Yes.
And then later on in the show, who's coming on later on? Oh, the YMCA is going to be here. Kim Caruso.
She's so awesome.
She is the CEO, I think is her title, at the YMCA, along with Ariella D'Agostino, who is going to be running one of the camps, or I guess she's not one of the camps. I think she works at many of the summer camps for the kids. So they're going to tell us about the summer camps from the Y that your kids can get involved in. So a lot of good news stories this morning.
After such a busy weekend with the bridge walk and
my gosh,
apparently it was huge.
Really?
Really, really successful. Lots of people showed up for it.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to look at the footage. I know that Riley was there. Riley Smith, one of our reporters was there, and she got some footage. So I think that's available to view online. If you're looking for it, you can probably find Riley's footage of the bridge walk. And Sean Beaulieu and Monique made it back.
Yes, they made it back. They were held up too, though.
They were
because of the same fatality.
When the fatality had happened, and so they had to come back later that night. I don't think the highway opened for them until around 10 o'clock at night.
Oh gosh!
And then they had to come back because they had to be there for passing the torch.
The torch.
And I think we're going to have a clip of Sean talking about that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We have a full show. It's going to be a great day here on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you right after this. Welcome back, and as promised, I'm here with two new friends of mine. This is Wendy, and that's Roseanne. Hello.
Hello.
Wendy is the founder of Helping Hands, Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, and Roseanne is the director of Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, and I have to admit, I knew nothing. I knew nothing about Helping Hands until Sandy Holmberg. Remember Sandy Holmberg? She's sitting right there. Hi, Sandy. Sandy was the representative for the Northern Ontario Party. Congratulations, by the way. First year out of the gate, and you guys had a great showing. So, anyway, thanks. Sandy is the one who introduced me to Helping Hands. Let's start with Wendy. You started this group when?
April 14, 2014.
So you guys have been around for 4 years, and I never heard about you. So shame on me. What was the impetus? What got you started? Where did you? Is it an organization that exists elsewhere that you opened a branch, or was this just you, brand new, starting out?
I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid, I've always helped people, and I said the two two things I've always wanted to do in my life was to make sure everybody was okay and to be on The Price is Right.
Wait, have you been on The Price is Right yet?
I have.
Shut up.
I was 2 years ago. They came. And I was a contestant on
when
The
they came to the Sioux?
Absolutely.
And you got up on stage?
Not on stage, just...
in the audience.
I got up there to bid on a prize.
You made it to the front row? Even that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I like to go on The Price is Right too. Did you make friends with anybody? Can you get me in?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
I know them all.
Do you? Let's go down to LA together and go on The Price is Right. I want to get on the $100,000 pyramid, but enough about us. So... Okay, so, but wait a minute. Is Helping Hands already in existence elsewhere in the world, and you heard about it and wanted to open? No, it's you created Helping Hands.
Yes.
Well, so what was your idea? You just thought, I'm going to start...
Since I was a kid, I said, you know, there's so many people. It's my life. It's where I came from. I came from a hard life, and I seen that there's so many people in the world that need help, and I figured, you know, all you need is a heart, and I have a heart, and I believe that...
you got hands.
And I have hands, and I believe that it's better to give than receive. So if I can help just one person once a day, that's 365 people out of a year. Yeah.
Okay, so see, when she came in this morning, we were talking, and I said, she started telling the story about Helping Hands. I got all goosebumps, and you did it to me again. I love that. How did you meet Wendy?
I met Wendy by volunteering.
You did?
I had heard about it, and I decided I like to volunteer and help people out. So I decided to check her out and see what exactly was going on. So I went there one day, and I walked in, and she says, "Hi, welcome to Helping Hands. And what can we help you with?" And I said, "I'm here to volunteer. I'd like to see what exactly this is about." So for the next 3 or 4 months, I volunteered, and I washed clothes, I folded clothes, I hung clothes, I met different people in all walks of life. And I went home and cried a lot.
Okay.
So many people are in need out there, and it became a mission for me to help bloom Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands.
See, you're contagious, you're goodwill.
Well, the good thing, you know, that we see in our community, in everybody's community, there's people that are homeless. There's people that have been, you know what I mean, have nothing, and young teenage mums who need whatever items to survive. You know, abusive relationships, fire victims, seen it all. I've been there, done it all.
The list goes on.
Everything that I've helped, everybody I've helped, I've been there.
Really?
This is my life. As a child, I've seen it. I've been homeless. I've had 2 fires, lost everything. So when I see people, I've been hungry. I see people hungry. I will never, ever allow anybody to be hungry. As long as I'm here to be able to feed somebody, I'll do it until the day.
So you started off humble beginnings, and now you're at a point where you actually have had, there's a building, the address is on Crawford?
112.
112 Crawford Avenue. So you share a building. In the daytime it's used for other purposes, but in the evening you can run Helping Hands out of it. Is that, am I got that right?
Yes.
That's just summer months. Winter months, it's ours.
Winter months the building is yours.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So tell me what goes on inside this building. What is it that you're what do you do for people who are in need?
We basically welcome them when they come into the hub.
So you call it the hub?
Yes, we do.
At the address again, sorry,
112.
112 Crawford Avenue, which is between McDonald and McNabb.
Yeah.
Crawford runs
Well, if you're
north-south,
going
is that
McNabb,
right?
you turn down Bryan Avenue, then Smale, and then there's Crawford.
Crawford, okay.
And we have a big sign up front.
You do? You have a Helping Hands sign?
It's the Helping Hands symbol is up, but there's a lady that's doing a new one for us.
Okay.
And we thank her very much.
Volunteers again.
Yeah.
Okay, so inside this hub, you're going to find clothing items.
Household items, food, whatever they need.
You keep food there as well.
We have a food pantry.
You
yes.
have a food pantry.
Yes.
Do people who come to you come from mostly your neighborhood? No, they come from all
Everywhere.
over. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Good for bus routes too. There's lots of buses on both sides there where people can walk there.
Yeah.
We have people that are recommended to us. They come from Sudbury. We had a lady that the center down there sent her up and said, get in touch with Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, they will help you. And she came with nothing. Her and her son. She was in an abusive relationship. And within 3 days, we had collected enough for her to set up her apartment.
Wow. Okay, we have to go to a commercial break, but there's a lot more I want to talk about. First of all, I want to see if you guys are involved with local agencies like Women in Crisis and whether you deal with them and whether you are actually connect with them. And then I want to talk about this event that's coming up, which sounds absolutely fascinating. So we'll be right back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim and Wendy and Roseanne from Helping Hands. Stay with us. I'll see you in a minute. We're back talking with Wendy and Roseanne from Helping Hands, Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, that you formed in 2014.
Yes.
4 years. Let's talk about some numbers now. You gave me some quite remarkable numbers, something along the lines of how many people you helped over a period of time. Did you get to 3,000 or something? Or
thousands. There's over 9,000 on Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands that are followers of
on
the
your
site.
Facebook page?
Yes, yes.
You have over 9,000
Over
followers?
9,000.
We're going to celebrate the 10,000
Yes.
person when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Oh boy! So how do you find your volunteers? They obviously people come to you like as you did,
As I did,
Roseanne. And then what about other volunteers or people from the community that can find you?
It generally goes by word. People
Word of mouth.
hear and they come. We have people from all walks of life come in and volunteer.
You have students come in?
And
Yes.
we have students.
And now you're registered as a not-for-profit, which means that
Nonprofit.
non-profit, which means students can then get community service hours if they come and work with you.
Graduation, yes.
Because they need those 40 hours to graduate. So Helping Hands at 112
Crawford Avenue.
Crawford Avenue. We'll have some more information on that too. John Howard Society works
Yes.
with you. They
Yes.
provide some labor for you. Who else? What other community agencies?
Well, we are also affiliated with the MPP, OPP, City Police, Ontario Works, ODSP, John Howard Society, March of Dimes, Algoma Health Unit.
Is this about because of outreach that you've done?
Yes.
Good for you.
Everybody out there wants Sault Community Career Center, ER
Oh,
Consulting.
that's right. Sault Community Career Center. They're great in this
They are
community.
amazing.
Oh, yes.
ER Consulting, yes you can. All the
Yes, you
agents.
can. See, these are
Donna
all
Kinnunen.
great. Donna. Mhm.
Yes, I love her. She's amazing. there's just so many people that believe in what Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands has created right from the beginning.
One of the things that I always point out too is we all know about the opioid crisis. It's been in the news, it's everywhere, and maybe people don't always connect the dots. But poverty and substance use and misuse go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Being able to pull yourself out of the depths of despair and get help from addiction, it's so hard to do that if you don't have security in your life. So what you guys are doing, what you ladies and the other volunteers are doing, is providing people at least one more opportunity to get healthy, to get to better their circumstances. You can't, if you don't have food and if you don't have shelter, then how are you supposed to improve your life, right? You need those staples to be able to deal with whatever's going on in your life. So you're helping people.
We're just a catalyst.
Right.
Sault Ste. Marie has been phenomenal in donations. We've had people do food drives for us.
A school, that'd be great for a school project, for a classroom, to choose a Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands.
We already had one.
You have?
White Pines.
White Pines did that for you?
Yes, one of the girls.
She needed to do a project, and she came, volunteered at our hub, and she talked to us and all that, and she done her project.
She got an A+.
Sault Ste. Marie
She got an A+.
A+.
And she got an A+,
Yes.
and I'm so proud of her.
Yes.
Hey, have you ever heard of 100 Women Who Care?
Yes,
Oh, yes, we
they're part
are
of us now
involved.
too.
Yes.
They are too? Because
Yes.
you can put yourselves in there to maybe have them vote to see if they would
They did.
They
But
did?
We have to be nonprofit for 2 years first, though. But they
Oh, okay.
definitely
You're on
are.
their radar.
We are. They said
They've
we want
had us
you.
at their breakfast club.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
great. And, now, and you were talking about Ontario Works partnering with you, Sault Ste. Marie, the city of Sault Ste. Marie,
Yes.
Ontario Works. They've donated, or they're loaning you a washer and dryer to use while you're there.
That's right.
So you can clean all the clothes, the donations that come in?
Well, for years I'd been washing them out of my own house, and I said, people, if I want to go shopping, I want clean clothes. So I said, I want to make sure everybody that walks in my house walks out with something clean. So for years I'd wash the
You
clothes.
ran it
and-
out of your house. That crashed.
Yeah.
It's good, amazing.
I know my washer and dryer broke down 2 times, but I said, that's okay, that's fixable. So all these 65 bins of clothes all were sized, and people would come in off the streets and come down to my basement and get whatever they wanted, and and then I'd give them food and household items, whatever I can give them
Right.
to make them, we don't know what kind of, where they came from before they walked in the door,
Right.
but at least I know when they leave, they're
That
going to
they've
be
got
okay.
looked
We
after.
have
Yeah.
no judgment.
No.
Yeah.
And now let's talk about the event, because this is so
I know, this is
much
amazing.
fun. Look at you with your flyers and everything.
Yeah.
Did somebody
This
help
was-
you with this?
This here was our caring and sharing event.
May I take this apart?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It's yours to keep.
I'm impressed by this glossy. Look at the business cards. Did somebody help you with all this stuff?
That's from Stone's
Marnie?
Cliff Printing. Sorry, Cliff Printing.
Cliff Printing.
Yes,
Okay.
Cliff
Well, Marnie
Printing.
got a plus
Marnie-
2. But Cliff.
Marnie did.
done these.
Yes.
Oh well, you see, everybody's
Marnie-
helping. Cliff
Yes.
Printing helped, and Marnie
Yeah.
Stone helped.
Yes.
That's the idea. Here we go. So this is the grand. Why is it called the grand opening?
Because of it being around for so long, there's over 9,000 people that are on the site.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people in our community and the surrounding areas that don't know about Sault Ste. Marie
Like
Helping
me,
Hands.
like I didn't know.
Right.
I can't believe that.
I know. I'm sorry. I feel so awful.
So we want everybody in the world to know what this is all about.
You guys are having a street party.
We're having a block party.
A block party. So you got a permit to actually
Yes, we
close
do.
down
Yes.
Crawford Ave, part of Crawford Avenue, on Saturday, July 14th. So right smack dab in the middle of July, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you're going to have
know.
everything on the street.
Yes.
Now, and you're accepting donations during the event.
are.
So if you want to get introduced to Helping Hands and you want to bring them some donations, this is a great time to go and show up. And now you have a live band. The racks of clothing are to be on the streets.
At least 20 racks. Of
20
all
racks
different
of
sizes,
clothing of the-
men's, ladies, kids. Everything is clean. Face painting, free
Face
haircuts.
paint. Now this one, free haircuts. No, I love that. That's
Did you
a
get a
Thank you,
haircut?
Kelly's.
Kelly's.
Yes.
Honestly, do you know how important that is to
Yes.
people to feel good
Yeah.
about themselves? You get a free haircut. I love you guys. Vendors, cotton candy,
Cotton candy.
and a barbecue, and even the food is free.
All the food, everything is free.
So, okay. First, do you take cash donations? Are you allowed?
Definitely
Yeah,
cash
we can take cash.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're all going to come to 112 Crawford Avenue. Put this in your calendars right now, and I'm going to remind people. Maybe you can come back on the show just before.
Oh, that'd
like on
be
the
nice.
Friday before, Friday
Okay.
morning before, to remind
Okay.
people. Saturday, July 14th, Crawford Avenue, and this is Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands. Bring donations, bring cash, and if you are in need, then go meet it's going to be a block party. You get to meet other people, socialize, get some clothing if you need it, get some food in your belly, get a haircut.
We're expecting at least 1,500 people. Like this one here, we did last summer, June 15th.
Yeah.
This one here was about over 700 people. And this is so huge. This just tells, everybody, in our community.
You hold that, and then Manish is going to get a picture of this flyer.
In our community, that it's so huge that we are in dire need.
He's coming in now.
do that then.
He's
Okay.
zooming in.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
Yes.
okay. He's got it. You can zoom a little more.
And I believe that it's better to give than receive.
And here, I'm going to put this one up now, too. Look
Yeah.
at this. There we go. That's the picture for the party. July the 14th. Listen, ladies, I want to thank you so much. Sandy in the wings, thank you for introducing me
you.
to Helping Hands. And any more information they need, you can go to, there it is. They can send you an email if you want to hear back.
We're still taking vendors.
ssmhelpinghands@gmail.com if you want to send an email. The Facebook page is called what?
Sault
Ste. Marie
Sault Ste. Marie Helping
Yes.
Hands, so they can go there and get more information. You're still taking donations?
We are, and if anybody wants to get a table now, it's still $20.
So you can be a
Admissions by
vendor.
donation, yes.
$20 for the table, and you can have stuff on display for sale too. So
Absolutely.
even though a lot of the stuff is free, it's a chance for you, maybe arts and crafts or something,
Food,
or perhaps
baking, anything.
food and baking, absolutely. And then if you really want to help, you would go and then sell that stuff and then give the donations back.
Absolutely.
That would be great.
You know what I mean?
We're
Like
also
show up with your
trying-
baking.
We're also trying to raise enough money for the, for house upkeeping, like with the insurance, $2,100 to keep it going for another year.
That's how much you need to raise to keep the house on Crawford
And
going?
it's probably more because the insurance always goes up.
It
As
does.
well as we're hoping out there that somebody out there really believes in Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands and would like to donate a school that is empty so we can do all kinds of things with it, like put a soup kitchen in the gym and have every classroom going on with something in it.
All right, ladies,
Yes.
I want to thank you. This
Yes.
is then Wendy and Roseanne. Wendy is the
CEO.
Wendy is the
Founder,
CEO
yes.
and the founder of Sault Ste. Marie Helping Hands, and again, Roseanne is the director. Great good luck with this party, the block party on the Saturday, July 14th. We're gonna have you back though, okay? Or
Absolutely.
maybe send somebody else because I'm tired of you. No, just kidding. No, please come back and we'll promote it again. And everybody stay tuned. We have more Mornings with Luann coming up right after this. What a feel-good Monday morning. Thanks for getting us off
Thank
to
you
a
for
great
having us.
start and making
Thank
us
you
all
for
realize
having us.
that we can all make a difference in somebody's life just by taking a moment to make a donation, volunteer, help out. We'll see you right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim and Helping Hands. How about that?
Seriously.
I love all the stuff that they do. How did I know? 4 years they've been around and I didn't know about it.
I had no
When
idea.
that stuff happens, I always feel really guilty. But
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Such good work they're doing. My goodness.
And-
And you can they'll take, I said to them in the green room, like, do you take, we'll take anything. We'll take whatever you have, we'll take it.
Bring them Jim. Here, I'm.
No way.
No, he's a
I'm
keeper.
keeping. I'm keeping him for sure.
And our next guest coming up is Kim Caruso, who's the CEO of the YMCA. And at one time, it turns out 112 Crawford Avenue, which is the hub that now
Yes.
Helping Hands operates out of for now, that was at one time, the Y actually ran a program out of there. And as it turns out, that was the house that Kim Caruso grew up in.
Isn't that
So
interesting?
she had to go back into the house where she grew up, and it was now being run by a program that the Y ran out of that house. So
That's phenomenal.
Small world.
Boy, it is a small world. The neighborhood's just all intertwined.
So what's going on for you? Do you have anything going on this week? What's interesting?
No, not so much. Just doing all the new stuff, and
We're going to Arch.
You are?
Well, because this week is an open house at Arch.
Yes. For the new...
Well, the pediatric wing isn't quite ready yet. It's going to be a little bit into July, but we've been invited. It's an open house this week for the general public to go and see what goes on at Arch and see how beautiful the environment is. I've never been.
Really?
I've never been. So
you were going to love it.
Mike and I are going with the camera today, and we're going to go and talk to, I think I'm talking to Lee Randolph this morning. And we're going to get some footage and talk about the open house and come back and we'll air that tomorrow morning.
I'm looking forward to that. They gave us a tour in my former job. At Arch. And you know, you sort of have like a little nervousness going in because you don't know what to expect. You think it's going to be dreary and sad and very, very, very private rooms. The staff, mostly volunteers, absolutely class act. The building's gorgeous, just such good care is given there. It's so good. I remember when I was working like 20 years ago, at the TV station, when there was one woman who started the Arch process, and it took her a long time to get anybody to sort of, you know, come on board with her and get it all started. So it's awesome to see how wonderful.
Do you remember who that woman was?
No, I don't. I don't remember her name.
Neither do I. Well, we'll find out. I'll ask Lee how it got started.
Lee knows everything.
Lee does.
Yes, she does.
So we're going to be there later on today and bring back some footage.
Good.
And then later on this week, what's going on later on this week? There's, who have I got coming on now talking about? There's something coming up this weekend, but I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look at my notes.
For On Point or for the morning show?
Oh, On Point, I've got some really cool stuff coming up this week. So check out the nighttime shows at 8 o'clock. I've got, you know who's coming in today? We're going to tape an episode. Is from Annapeg Tattoo.
Are you going to get one?
I don't know about tattoos. I mean...
I'm scared. I have a little tiny one.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
You've never shown me your tattoo.
No, and you're not ever going to see it.
Am I not?
No.
Is it one of those places?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
My curiosity is piqued.
It's you know what? We went, a whole bunch of girlfriends. We were all turning 40-ish at the same time, and or 50 maybe, 40. And we all went together, and everybody's petrified. So I thought, I'll go. And I have a really high pain tolerance.
You do?
I do. So when I was having it done, I mean, you know, it picks. It's like little needles.
Yeah.
But then it's almost like you get used to that feeling. It's the craziest thing.
Really?
Our bodies are amazing.
But there's certain areas where it hurts more, like ankles.
Yes.
I hear where there's more bone and less flesh is where.
Yeah. See, I'm flabby, so there's a lot. I have no pain.
Well, the other thing is you waited till later in life to have a tattoo, which is not a bad idea, because when you get them when you're younger, sometimes, you know, your body starts to, and then the tattoos end up not looking like what they used to look like. You know?
Exactly.
Like you start off with a butterfly and you end up with like a long necked swan, you know?
A worm turns into a snake. I don't know.
Gravity. No, then I don't mind getting needles. Like people can draw blood. I don't like that kind of. Keith can tattoo and pierce. He pierced all of his own piercings.
Did he?
Well, we're going to talking about that when we do the episode. Because talking about not
doing that. You have to be so careful.
He pierced. Yeah, no, I could never. I just figured like one more hole in this body, it's game over. I mean, I barely floated.
I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to get my ears pierced, and I didn't get them done until I was like 21 or something, because my mother always said no, because she said, if God wanted you with another hole in your head, He would have made you with another hole in your head.
My sister did hers with ice cubes and potatoes and a needle through them.
Yes,
and rubbing
and then
alcohol.
string.
I don't think any of that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to stick with talking to Shalane from Annapeg. So you can tune into On Point. That's Tuesday through Friday, 8 p.m. on ONNtv. But right now, it's time to go to commercial.
Yes.
And when I come back, we're going to have some guests to talk to from the YMCA. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this. YMCA, it's fun to stay at the YMCA. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and joining me now, Ariella D'Agostino and Kim Caruso. Kim Caruso is the CEO of the YMCA in Sault Ste. Marie, and Ariella is the, YMCA Day Camp Site Manager.
Yes.
I got it right! Now, you and I have a history, young lady.
Yes.
We go back to a production I directed of The Wizard of Oz. Mm-hmm. Were you a flying monkey?
I was a flying monkey.
But you literally got rigged up. Did you see? Did you happen to know this?
No, I didn't.
Kim, honestly, it was you and who was Tom Peer?
Yeah.
You guys were they literally they had monkey costumes that we rented, and they were good. They were scary monkey costumes. Did you have a little bellboy hat and everything? Did you have a little cap?
So, yeah.
I think so.
It was on top of the...
On top of the headpiece that you wore. And they got rigged up from a professional company that we bring up from, they think they come from Las Vegas.
Yeah, they were.
That's awesome.
And so with the literally flying across the stage and had to land. Now you were a tumbler, you had gymnastics training, which made you even, I remember you flying across going, oh, because you were brave and you were doing tricks and stuff.
It was fun.
Wasn't it?
It was amazing.
I didn't do it. I didn't fly. There was Kim, there was a story about one time when they did Peter Pan, and they had the little guy, and the littlest boy had to fly in Peter Pan.
Yes.
And he wasn't quite, and when they train you, they train the fly out, like the guys who pull the ropes are all local. We got trained by the guys from Vegas. So Ariella was being lifted by somebody from the Sault. But originally they're training with crew. So you're used to pulling, the weights and stuff. So they've been training with grown men, and then this little kid goes up and it's time for him to practice his fly, and they pulled him. He went up so fast he peed his pants.
Oh no.
And while he's hanging over the stage, he's peeing. You didn't pee your pants though, Ariella.
No, I didn't.
No, you did
Maybe
not.
you should have joined Cirque du Soleil.
See? And then you taught at the Y for a while. Were you instructing?
Yes. So
for gymnastics?
For gymnastics as well as cheerleading. I did a little bit of music as well for Sean Antler when she was at the Y.
Oh, Sean! She just volunteered for the WTF festival. She was a driver for us. How long have you been with the Y now then?
As a...
Just in general. How many years affiliated?
I'm 24, so 24.
You've been with the Y since you were born?
My mom was teaching swim lessons when she was pregnant with me.
What?
And her mother still teaches swimming lessons.
Still teaches swim lessons?
Yep.
Wow, Kim, how long have you been with the Y now?
Since I was 11.
You were a Y member at 11 when you lived on Crawford Avenue?
Yes.
I told the story.
Yes. Oh, did you?
About living in that house.
That's right.
There's now Helping Hands.
Yes.
So, and then now you've been the CEO since when? It's been a while now.
I think it's been 6 years.
Have you been loving it?
I have. It's my dream job for sure.
It is?
I'm where I want to be.
You came in, how were things at the Y when you came in? Was it in pretty good shape or was it in rough financial shape when you arrived? Because I remember a time
That's
when
really
it was,
putting me on the spot.
Well, I just remember that there were some hard times. The Y was really on some hard times going through some hard times, and I think that was near the beginning of your tenure. Am I mistaken?
No, you are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. We had a very extensive renovation back in 2012, and it wasn't very well prepared for. So, and there were some budget overruns and all that sort of thing.
But you've had some time to get things back in order, and how's it running now? Are you happy with things or where things are at?
I am very happy with how things are running.
Well, congratulations.
We're on the right road.
But you can always use some more funding, right? So
that's correct.
I know. Can people donate to the Y?
Yes, absolutely. People don't know, but we help people who can't financially afford to come to the Y, so that nobody gets turned away. So
you actually have sort of what do you call them? Not bursaries, no.
Subsidized membership or sponsored memberships. Yeah.
So somebody in the community might have a little extra cash kicking around and say, you know what, I'm going to make a donation so that somebody else can join the Y too.
That's right. And what those subsidies, when people make donations, it goes towards helping people with memberships, access to programs, but also to childcare and summer day camp programs.
The summer day camp programs, which is really why we're here to talk about what you're doing this summer and what the kids can look forward to. Now, we have to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about those summer programs. So, thanks to Kim Caruso and Ariella D'Agostino for being here. We'll talk more about the YMCA right after this. Stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Cheers, ladies. Cheers. So let's talk summer camps at YMCA. Oh, you guys made a donation. Where? Oh, community Kids Summer Safety Festival. I just emceed it yesterday.
Yes.
And one little boy won.
Yes,
he got
did.
Yes. Yeah. He won the free camp. He was so excited. One free week at a camp. Yeah. That was a nice donation you made. Yeah. He was so excited.
That's great.
Tell me about the different camps, Ariella.
So we have 9 summer camps offered through the YMCA this summer.
9?
9. So 7 of them are at my site. So we have offer from dance, cheerleading, gymnastics, kids club for our younger campers, sports camps.
Wait, what's Kids Club?
Kids Club? Yeah. It's super fun. It's for our 4 to 6 year olds.
Okay.
And they just basically
play,
crafts. They go outside. We make sure they get outside every day.
Exercise, fresh air.
Yeah, they go swimming. All of our camps go swimming every day.
Really? You get swimming too?
We get swimming as well.
Okay.
And then for those that like outdoor camps, we have Camp Cattery and new this year, Camp Kinsman. So
what's Camp Kinsman? Sounds cool.
July we go to Camp Cattery, which is up on Goulet Bay Avenue.
I never heard of it.
So
the old Camp Cora.
The old Camp
Cora. Yes. Is that Nettleton
Lake?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember going there when I was in grade school. I love that up there.
Yeah. So they go there. They do canoeing, kayaking, hiking, and then because that's going to be under construction in August, Camp Kinsman's letting us bring our campers out there, and we're going to be doing again the hiking.
Where's that?
So the
Camp Kinsman. Do you know where that's located? I don't know either.
It's
Hiawatha Park.
Oh, is it? Oh, there, 5th line.
Yes.
That's beautiful too.
Yeah. So those are our options for our outdoor camps as well, and they come swimming once a week.
So they come. Okay, so they come to the Y to swim.
Come to the Y to swim.
How do you? Where are all these listed? That's a lot of camps. Where can we find these?
So you can find them on the website. They're all at the website under our summer brochure.
Sue.ymca. Sue.ymca.ca.
Sue, SAULT.ymca.ca.
Yes.
And that's where the information is?
Yes. Right. You can also just come into the Y and we have our registration brochures available.
Right.
And all of us are here.
That's probably the best bet too, isn't it? Because then you can really talk to somebody about what the camps, because you can only learn so much by reading. You really, one-on-one, you're talking to a counselor or somebody who knows this is what your child will do.
That's
this is the rundown, this is the schedule. What kind of costs are involved, or does it vary? Was this once again something where you can offer subsidies?
Again, there's subsidies for our campers. We want to make sure that as many kids come to our camps as possible, right? It's a great thing to be able to go to a summer camp, and so as many opportunities we can give every child, we want to make sure. So we do have subsidies for camps.
And once again, they would come in to talk about that.
Yeah, and the prices range for camps. It depends on the camp that the child is going to, but usually about $180 to $240. There are discounts for members of the YMCA.
Oh.
And then the big thing that parents really appreciate is that we offer 4 weeks for the price of 3. So even though the cost is this much, if you're enrolling for 4 weeks, you do get that 4th week for free.
The price you just quoted me, is that per week?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say that you wouldn't get that for a month of camps, for heaven's sakes. And so now, did you do camps when you were young?
I did. I was a camper, I was a volunteer, and then I was a counselor, and then I was a coordinator. Now I'm a manager.
Okay, I love this. That's a great story, isn't it? You must be proud of that when you see this kind of. And you are, by the way, one of my favorite people. I've always appreciated not only your talent but also just your heart. So I think the kids are really fortunate to have you as a mentor.
It's amazing at camps. I've made so many good relationships with the parents and the families, and that's why I became a teacher.
That's beautiful. Okay, Kim's getting choked up. But it's, you know what, this is what it's all about.
That's why I wanted her to join me. She grew up at the Y.
She grew up with the Y, as did you. As did so many others. And it's a wonderful experience. So go into the Y, check it out. If you check their website out, if you can't find it, Google YMCA Sault Ste. Marie, boom, you'll get to the website. You'll find out everything you need to know. You have amazing staff. You have great kids that are there for the summer that are camp counselors. So congratulations on your successes.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you again at the Porchetta Bingo when Gina goes and calls a bingo with Porchetta. We had so much fun calling Porchetta Bingo and raising money for the Y. We had a great time. Thanks to the Esquire Club and for hosting those Porchettas. Anyway, we better get going because otherwise Luann doesn't get back on television. So we'll be back to say goodbye to you and hello to Luann right after this. Kim Caruso and Ariella D'Agostino from the YMCA. Check out their summer camps. We'll see you in a minute here on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Awesome. welcome back. Mornings on TV with Luann and Tim. The YMCA, man, they've got it down.
They do, and I just said to Ariella, hey, what if we came with a camera crew to some of these camps that you're running, and we could show what the work that they actually do and the fun that the kids have? And she said we were invited, so I'd like to do a whole half hour covering the YMCA.
Imagine the visuals. Kids doing what kids do.
I want to go back to Nettleton Lake, but they have a new name for it now. It's called Camp Cora before. But anyway, I haven't been there in ages.
I've never been
And
there.
they do kayaking and canoeing. Can you imagine?
Really?
I don't know how to do it. I'm no good. I'm terrible in a kayak.
Are you?
They probably wouldn't be able to put me on a microphone because I'd probably fall out and go and end up in Nettleton Lake. But
wait a minute.
Did you want the show just to be mornings with Luann and then
mornings and some other never mind. Never mind. Did you ever do the Y?
No, and I'll tell you why. We were fortunate enough to actually have a cottage. So 24th of May weekend every year, we moved out to Point Louise.
And that was that.
We were there basically until October. We would come back into town. A lot of families would pack up a Labor Day weekend and move back into town. We usually stayed for right through September usually before
Is that right?
Well, the weather was so beautiful in September. Why would you come back into your townhouse when? So we had a whole, that was my summer every year. So I never did that. We were very fortunate. But I have a lot of friends who did the camps at the Y.
Really?
I hear all the stories when they came back to school.
We didn't have a Y in Espanola.
What?
No.
Is there one now?
No.
But
I know.
That's depressing.
It is.
Well, but
I used to dig holes in the backyard and play cars with my brothers. You know those little dinky cars? We used to call them dinky cars. I don't know if that's a real name or not.
Dinky cars?
Yeah.
I think that was a brand.
And we used to we built holes.
What'd you do when you were a kid in Espanola, Luann? I dug holes.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
You should have opened a golf course.
Or gotten some rodents at least. I mean, build a castle and they will come. They didn't come.
Growing up in Espanola, there was nothing, you made your own fun.
Except, you know what though?
What though?
I was the best hole digger of all of my 36 first cousins.
Oh, my 36 first cousins?
In Espanola. 36 all down one road. What you've heard about Espanola, absolutely true.
She was the best hole digger.
I was.
Maybe you could get a job with the cemetery then.
Maybe I could.
Yes, you could.
Maybe I could. I could show them how to do it right.
And then
I can do levels. I'm telling you, there's a trick. You dig down, but then you can dig down and make like a shelf. Yeah, and then you can just. All
right, well, tune in tomorrow and find out what kind of a hole Luann has dug herself into. But that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Ciao for now.